Hello, everyone. This is going to be part one of me making the testing animation involving Brawl. This will not be the full Brawl animation at all, but it's just something, for me to get used to the whole graph editor, non-linear animation editor, and just overall learning to deal with like rigs, root motion, and other things. This video specifically is going to be kind of short and low effort. I once again do not have a script in the slightest. I have a exam that's coming up soon because it's summer and I have a summer calculus class and I'm suffering very hard. I am trying my best and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do well. Yeah. Anyways, so about that brawl animation, I have figured out how to add physics to Brawl. You cannot see them here, otherwise my PC would explode. Well, no, but it's a lot faster to animate without physics getting in the way. So the physics will only be rendered when I'm ready to render it. I also got rid of the front and back tacets around Brawl's hips, just deciding that probably just the side ones are going to look good. Right now, I'm placing boxes to try and figure out where I want his opponents to be, because it's going to be a little test fight animation. And of course, he's walking on a giant plane of existence, which I am planning to make grass on, just to get testing with grass. Probably going to be just VFX of some kind instead of each individual object, because otherwise my PC would explode. I mean, I'm just imagining like 20,000 simulated grass blades. That would be awful. But at the end of this video, you'll get to see, kind of what I got going on so far. And of course, you get to see me struggle with the graph editor in full. But right now, I'm just gonna have Brawl do some tilting of the head. There's a lot of model issues that I found while animating these more advanced movements, which I will get to eventually. Gonna fix them right up to make it look decent. Once again, Brawl is a model that I made that it took me weeks because he's kind of like I mean, I'm still not the greatest with modeling. He is an okay model in my opinion. Well, okay, maybe I'm not giving myself enough credit here. I think he looks amazing. Mostly because he actually looks like the character I was trying to make. Usually when I try to follow a reference sheet, I just tend to just not be able to make it at all. But Brawl ended up very nice compared to the ref. So, the walk cycle I made is going to be transferring into this second animation, which is going to be which I titled Brawl Look, where he's gonna notice his opponents. Once again, I grabbed a model from Sketchfab that I'm going to use as opponents. I'm pretty sure it's just called like John Warfare, or it's like John Call of Duty. I don't know. It's like this like default military guy. Now, this is a medieval fantasy setting because it's Dungeons and Dragons. There's no spec ops here. But it's just to test the animation so I can use whatever I want. And I once again, when I do feature the model in a video, which will be of course the Brawl test animation and for its full release, which I am planning to get it released by the end of the month. Absolutely no doubt. Like I would like it done in the next 2 weeks, especially after this exam, but there's no telling what will happen. I will be linking the developer of the model because it looks amazing. It's such a good model, and I mean it's way better than whatever I can produce. So, and the textures look just as good as well. I do have a permanent copy of like Adobe Substance Painter 2022, I think. The only issue with that is that I hate Substance Painter because I hate Adobe. Like, obviously, it's a good software, but I just don't like Adobe because I don't have infinite money. And because Substance Painter, I think, requires a separate like thing to make more materials. I could just be wrong. Someone could yell at me there. So I'm having him look side to side, noticing his opponents or what are going to be his opponents, having him bring up his arms in a fighting stance. My brother has made the stat sheet for Brawl. I can probably pull that up at some point, and I had a little bit too much fun. I forgot I did that. Where Brawl gets chicken arms for a little bit. But basically, Brawl is, I believe, a level 18 monk, and he's like fast. And he really likes punching people. His name is Brawl, and he likes brawling. Wow, I know. Astute observation. But basically, this was also me learning the NLA editor for the very first time in its full entirety. And I'm gonna have to be learning a lot more. And you'll see me at the very end of this really start to struggle with like the doing of the NLA graph editor. But I'm sorry for the slow upload schedule. I was planning on twice a week, but calculus ramped up really hard, really fast. So I had to improvise, and now I'm trying for once a week. Although I'm writing the line over and over and over again. If anybody wants to get into animations at all, I highly suggest the NLA editor. Just like learning it. I just like it's black magic, and I'm trying so hard, and I've barely even touched this damn thing. Like, you can set it to like combine, and it like combines actions, and something happens, I think. I mean, obviously, like, combines the two actions, but I don't really know like what it's really doing. Most of the stuff that I'm trying to do, I'm not even following a tutorial. I'm just kind of going at my own pace, at my own level, which is why you see me just struggle internally trying to get these animations to play out, which I ended up being the second animation holding behind and forward when it shouldn't be holding behind, because I want Brawl to walk up and then I need him to initiate the new action. And from what I've heard so far is that it's a layer system where the NLA animation on top is the more important one. So basically, I'm making it have it so where at 75 frames, the second animation, Brawl Look, will overlap the Brawl Walk cycle that I had made. And so he'll take 2 steps forward, I believe. And then or like almost 2 steps forward. Then he'll notice his opponents, and you can see we try to mess with the layers. Just not even. He'll take 2 steps forward, notice his opponents, and shift into a combat stance, taking them in. Now, for now, I think it's a little too snappy, and I'm gonna try to like mess with it. The graph editor is something extremely important that I've just like I like looking up the graph editor, and just like, oh, you could switch it to linear on how it moves or how it plays, just helped out so much. If you don't want to learn the NLA editor, learn the graph editor, please. The graph editor is love, and I haven't even done half of the stuff on it yet. There's modifiers you can use in there, and I don't even know what those do. But other than that, I am sorry that this video is short, and I really do have high hopes for this testing animation and for the main brawl animation. I think next video is either going to be me starting on a new model of some kind, or maybe a retexturing of something, or maybe I can have my hand at another UV map of the house that I failed. Who knows? But other than that, I just wanted to get something out. I'm not dead, I promise. And, yep. There's the animation that I have so far. I want to thank you all for joining me, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you.